Welcome to my class. Introduction. Class standard 11 12. Subject are mathematics first paper. Chapter name vector. Exercise 2 lecture 2. Today's lesson to describe projection, component, unit vector, scalar or dot product, and cross product or vector product, and more. Projection and component. OX be a line and OA be a vector, denoted small a vector, and another vector, that is a OB vector, denoted small b vector, and perpendicular BA on OX. Now follow projection. We had already explained in previous class mean from SSC, that's mean from class 9 and 10. We had already explained about projection, and there was discussed projection of point and projection of line. Projection of point mean foot point. Foot point is a projection of a point. Foot point mean by drawing perpendicular a point meet with base. This is a foot point. As by drawing perpendicular we get foot point. So this is also called orthogonal projection. And projection of line. Projection of line also we have to draw a perpendicular from ending point of this line. Ending point mean here the line OB. O is one point and another one point, that is a B. As the point O coincide with the line OX, so no need to draw here perpendicular, but from B you have to draw a perpendicular. By drawing perpendicular a region on the base, that's mean this region, that's mean OA. OA is the projection of the line OB. Clear? OA is the projection of the line OB. As by drawing perpendicular we get the projection, so it is also called orthogonal projection. Clear? And as this is perpendicular, so the triangle, this triangle, that is a right angle triangle, and let this angle be theta. So from this triangle we'll get 6 trigonometric ratio. That means sine, cos, tan, cot, cosec and sec. Clear? But we have to find the projection of OB vector or small b vector. Projection of OB vector, this equal to OA. Clear? But OA is equal to what? OA, this equal to, we know, OB cos theta. Why? Because OA, that's mean base divided by hypotenuse, this equal to cos theta. So OA, this equal to OB cos theta by cross multiplication. Clear? So OA, this equal to OB cos theta, but OB, when we'll write only OB mean absolute value of OB vector or absolute value of small b vector. That means small absolute value of small b vector into cos theta. This is a projection of small b vector on a vector. Clear? Clear everyone? Projection of b vector on a vector, this equal to absolute value of b vector into cos theta. Clear? Okay, now follow the explanation. Just have written the language. Projection of the vector b on the vector a is absolute value of a vector. Absolute value of a vector and OA. That's mean this measurement same. But this equal to OB cos theta. OB is equal to absolute value of B. That's mean this cos theta. Similarly for when OA equal to B and OB equal to A, then projection of A on B vector will be A vector cos theta. Okay. Projection and component, their numerical values same, but projection is a scalar quantity and component is a vector quantity. As a result, when we find the component of the vector b, we will write along the vector a, not on the vector a. Along the vector a mean the vector, their direction is present. Start from O to A. So for component, S component is a vector, so direction is must. Direction is must. Here projection was absolute value of A vector, but component will be absolute value of A into its direction. That's mean the direction of OA, this equal to their unit vector. Along OA, direction will be A hat, denoted by A hat. Clear? A hat, that is a unit vector. Unit vector mean whose magnitude is 1, or a vector divided by its magnitude will get unit vector. Clear? But same here and here same, but use here only direction, because direction of this vector will be A hat. Okay, along OA vector, direction will be its unit vector, that's mean A hat. Clear? So this is a direction, yeah, direction present, that's mean direction will be along this side from O to A. All will be same, but you have to use here direction. Similarly for second case, along the vector B will be here only B vector. That's mean this time here will be B and here will be A. Same. You have to remember this. But after getting the value of cos theta, the formula will be changed. Okay, so after getting the value of cos theta, will again explain this formula, because this formula will be needed for the solution of this exercise. Okay, now next, rectangular unit vector along OX unit vector, I along Y unit vector, J along OZ unit vector, K. We know this. 3 unit vectors considered along the 3 positive axes of Cartesian coordinate system are called rectangular unit vector. Obviously, unit vector, their magnitude will be 1. So absolute value of I vector equal to absolute value of J vector equal to absolute value of K vector, this equal to 1. And we also know on x-axis the coordinate of y and z will be 0. So I equal to 1, 0, 0. and z is equal to 0 1 0, that's mean on y axis, and k 0, and on k mean on z axis 0 0 1. Clear? Vectors in Cartesian coordinates in two-dimensional. Here two vectors, one is ox and another one is oy, act at a point O. I vector is a unit vector of ox and c is a unit vector of oy, and OP we have vector denoted by a small r vector. Clear? Now by drawing perpendicular, this is a Cartesian coordinate, so from here to here this measurement will be x, and from here to here this measurement will be y. Then this and this measurement, this is intersect at A. This measurement and this measurement will be same, as this is a rectangular coordinate system, and this is denoted B, as the coordinates of the point P are x and y. So OA equal to x and AP this equal to y. So OB this also equal to y, and BP this also equal to x. Okay. So when we'll write only, or when we'll say only OA mean projection of r vector, but component OA into I vector. OA equal to x, so xi vector, this is a component of r vector, and projection of r vector this equal to only x. Clear? And we know the definition of unit vector. Unit vector mean when a vector is divided by its magnitude. So here this is a OA vector divided by its magnitude, that's mean this magnitude of this equal to x, therefore this into this equal to OA vector. So OA vector this equal to xi vector. Similarly OB vector equal to yj vector. Clear? Now from triangle law of addition of vector, we'll get OP vector or R vector this equal to OA vector plus AP vector, but AP vector equal to OB vector. Clear? OA vector this equal to xi vector, and OB vector this equal to yj vector. That's mean R vector this equal to xi vector plus yj vector. Xi and yj both are component of R vector. Clear? Now follow this here, xi and yj. Xi and yj, xi is a component of R vector, yj is a component of R vector. Clear? But only x and only y are the projection of R respectively. When we consider this as base, so this is a projection of R. Clear? And the unit vector of R, that's mean unit vector of xi plus yj vector, this equal to xi plus yj divided by absolute value of xi plus yj, or OP vector by absolute value of OP. Absolute value of OP and OP same. Okay, absolute value of OP vector mean absolute value of xi plus yj, and absolute value of OP and these are same. So from Pythagoras theorem, OP this equal to square root over OA square plus AP square. OA mean x, AP mean y. So square root over x square plus y square. That's mean this equal to this equal to, we can write absolute value of xi plus yj. That's mean we can use here xi plus yj. So absolute value of xi plus yz this equal to square root over x square plus y square. You have to remember this. Clear? Similarly for three-dimensional coordinate system we can write, follow here. This is the rectangular parallelepiped, okay, or we can so this is like a cube, that's when all sides are equal, okay. This and this are equal, okay. That is denoted by a vector. This part that is denoted axi vector, because along OX unit vector is I, so this is equal to xi vector, or I can write xi vector. This part and this part same, that is denoted AYJ, because along OY unit vector is J, okay. And this is equal to AZ K vector, because this part and from this to this part same, along OZ unit vector is K, so this is equal to AZ K vector. And the coordinate of the point P, that is equal to AX, AY, AZ. Remember this. Now, a scalar product or dot product given a vector A and another vector B. This is a perpendicular. So this part, that's mean absolute value of B cos theta. This is a projection of B vector, and the angle between these two, this is a theta. Between these two mean A vector and B vector. So a scalar product or dot product, that's mean A dot B. A dot B, this equal to their magnitude into cosine of their included angle. Dot product mean product of their magnitude into cosine of their included angle. Okay, from here just I'll calculate cos theta is equal to A vector dot B vector divided by A vector B vector. Clear? So now we can apply cos theta, this equal to A vector dot B vector divided by absolute value of A vector B vector in projection and component. Okay, here capital A vector or this equal to, we can write small a vector, small b vector. When we write small case letter, then vector symbol will be denoted under of this alphabet. Clear? Normally. Therefore, theta is equal to cos inverse this, we know. So, by using this formula, we can find the angle between these two vectors. Okay, clear? Now, projection of the vector B on the vector A will be OA. Same formula, just I'll put the value of cos theta. Cos theta is equal to A vector dot B vector divided by absolute value of A into absolute value of B. Absolute value of B and absolute value of B cut will get this. And this formula we have to remember or memorize or understand, because for solving math this formula is very important. Otherwise you have to calculate. That's mean at first you have to find the value of cos theta, then putting, then calculate. So that is difficult, or that is the math will be very large. So we have to remember this formula. That's mean projection of B on A, this equal to this. Just I have put here the value of cos theta. So similarly, projection of A on B will be A vector dot B vector by B. That's mean on B mean you have to divide B. On A mean you have to divide A. For remember or for understand or memorize. Okay. Similarly for component, this just cos theta is equal to this part, other part same, so this cut. But we know unit vector, as here is a hat mean a vector divided by absolute value of a vector. This cut will put this next line, unit vector of a, this equal to a vector divided by absolute value of a vector. This and this will get absolute value of a vector whole square. Okay, denominator follow this, for a vector dot b vector divided by this into a vector. Similarly for component of b, a vector along the vector b, this equal to, we can write this, and this formula is very important for this exercise, for solving math. So you have to remember, you have to memorize, you have to write again and again. I explained properly. I think that everybody easily understand. Okay. Explanation of a scalar product. Follow here. X-axis and y-axis perpendicular to each other, so their included angle is 90 degree. But when we'll take I dot I mean their included angle is 0. So I vector dot I vector, this equal to 1 into cos 0, by applying here the formula of dot product. Dot product means a vector dot b vector, this equal to absolute value of a vector into absolute value of b vector cos theta. As the absolute value of I vector, this is a unit vector, so this equal to 1, also this equal to 1, and cos 0 degree value 1, value of cos 0 degree, this equal to 1. So I dot I, this equal to 1, j dot j, this equal to also 1, k dot k, this also equal to 1. But when we'll take I dot j, that's mean this angle 90 degree, cos 90 degree, this equal to 0. So I dot j, this equal to 0. Similarly j dot I, k dot c, j dot k, k dot j, k dot I dot k, all are 0. You have to remember, you have to memorize it. Otherwise solution will be very difficult for you. Clear? Vector product or cross product. Vector product and cross or cross product, that's mean A cross B, that's mean A cross B, you have to denote here C vector, and A cross B vector, this equal to magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector into sine of their included angle, that's mean this. And eta hat mean the direction of a vector cross b vector. Direction of a vector cross b vector will be the perpendicular direction of these two vectors in upper side. Clear? In upper side, the perpendicular direction on these two vectors. Clear? But when their direction will be clockwise along this side, the direction will be the below side, but perpendicular direction will be perpendicular, but side will be below of these two vectors. That means C equal to B cross A, and before that was A cross B, and this equal to, we can write as the direction will be same. So here B cross A vector, this equal to minus their product of their magnitude into the sign of their included angle into their direction. Okay, so A vector cross B vector not equal to B vector cross A vector. Clear? Cross product explanation. I vector cross I vector. This equal to their magnitude. Their magnitude mean the magnitude of I vector is equal to 1. The magnitude of I vector is equal to 1. Sine I as I cross I, so their included angle is 0 degree. Sine 0 degree value 0. So I cross I, J cross J, K cross K, this are also equal to 0. You have to remember. But I cross J, 1 into 1 into sine 90 degree, because their included angle will be 90 degree. As this angle 90 degree and Z is lie on 90 degree on x-axis and y-axis. So direction will be perpendicular on x and y. So I vector cross J vector, this equal to K vector. And eta mean direction. Direction mean I cross J. The direction of I cross J. The direction of I cross J will be the perpendicular direction on this two vector. As Z is a perpendicular on this two vector and the unit vector of OZ is K, so the direction of I vector cross J vector will be K vector. Clear? But J vector, that means J vector cross I vector, that's mean when their direction clockwise, so then we can write here minus. Clear? Similarly for other case J cross K, that's mean anti-clockwise moves, so will be I, and when K cross I, this equal to also J, but I cross K, this equal to minus J, or K cross J, this equal to minus I. Clear? You have to remember this. Application of vector multiplication. This is a parallelogram. Okay, two vectors. One is A vector and another one is B vector act at a point O and their included angle theta. So this equal to RS. RS mean RS is equal to height, that is the age. This also you can write. This is the perpendicular. So perpendicular divided by hypotenuse is equal to sine theta. Perpendicular, that's mean RS is equal to absolute value of B vector or OR. We can write, follow here, B sine theta. Absolute value of B vector mean B. Now follow C mean absolute value of C. And AB sine theta, this equal to absolute value of A vector cos B vector as their included angle theta, which is acute angle. So absolute value of sine theta is equal to positive. And also this and this are magnitude. When we will use here absolute value, this is also positive. And here another part was present, that is a eta hat. Eta is a unit vector, so absolute value of eta is equal to 1, so no need to mention here. Now A mean this part OP, A mean absolute value of A vector, B mean absolute value of B vector, this equal to OP, B is equal to OR, this is a sine theta. But O r sin theta, O r sin theta, O r sin theta mean RS. That's mean this. So OP is equal to A and RS is equal to H. That's mean area of parallelogram. This is equal to base into height. So this is the area of parallelogram. Now problem, find the angle between the vectors A and B. Given condition, A vector absolute value of A mean we know square root over, there was x square plus y square, but here we have to use 2 square plus 2 square plus 1 square. This is equal to square root over 9. This is equal to 3. Similarly, B is equal to square root of 2 square plus 10 square plus minus 11 whole square. This is equal to 15. And A dot B, this is equal to this. Now follow here properly. As the dot product of I into I, this is equal to 1. But I into J or I into K or J into I or J into K or K into I or K into J, all are 0. So no need to take this. Just we'll take only I into I, that's mean 2 into 2, 4, J into J, that's mean 2 into 10, this 20, and 1 into minus 11, this is equal to minus 11, because we have already explained I into I, this is equal to 1, J into J, this is equal to 1, K into K, K dot K, this is equal to 1. So only will take I into I, J into J, K into K, that's mean coefficient of I into I, coefficient of J into J, coefficient of K into K. Clear everyone? Now calculate this. This is equal to 13. Okay, but we have to know the formula of included angle. What is the formula? I have explained cos theta is equal to A vector dot B vector divided by absolute value of A vector into absolute value of B vector. Therefore cos theta equal to this, so theta is equal to cos inverse this. So formula is known, math is very easy. A vector dot B vector divided by this equal to this, that's when theta is equal to cos inverse this. This is the required answer. Very easy. So related math you can solve, no problem. That will be homework. Again, if A is equal to this and B is equal to this, that's the same condition, but we have to find the projection of vector A on vector B and also projection of B on A. Just we have to know the formula. Where is A is equal to this, B equal to this, and absolute value of A is equal to, we have already find, absolute value of B this equal to, we have also find, and A dot B equal to this. At first we have to find the projection of A on B. A on B. This equal to what? A dot B by absolute value of B. This equal to 13 by 15. This is the required answer. Similarly, B on A. This equal to this. Only here will be A. 13 by 3. A dot B is equal to 13 and absolute value of A is equal to 3. This is the required answer. Clear everyone? So related math you have to solve. That will be homework. Remember this. Problem 3, same math, just we have to find the component of A along B and component of B along A. Same process, same up to this. Formula will be this, A dot B, this equal to what? A dot B, this equal to 13, and this equal to, you can write as whole square, so here will be 2 to 5. That's mean 13 divided by 2 to 5, but A vector this equal to 2y plus 2z plus k. This is the required answer. Clear? Math is very easy, just you have to know the formula. Okay, and another part, projection of B on A, formula will be this, That's mean here absolute value of b square, but here will be absolute value of a square. That's mean 3 square. That's mean 9. 13 by 9, and b vector this equal to this. And the component, this is a vector, as here is vector present, here is vector present. This is the answer. Clear everyone? So now homework will be the related angle, projection and component. That's mean the problems that I have solved. 1, 2 and 3 number. Date of submission 7, 8, not 8, 9 here. Okay, 7 August, not August, September 2020. Time 7 p.m. So everybody will solve properly and submit to the group. Okay, I request that nobody will let. Everyone will solve and submit in the group. Okay, and we'll try to submit just time, just date 7/9/2020. Clear? So up to this, thank you to all everyone.